Hi, I'm Debbie, and we're keeping it simple this evening with Testa's Pantry. I hope everyone had a great week. I know I did. So this evening, we're going to venture out and make a cake. A lot of people have said, well, how can you bake with extra virgin olive oil? It's very simple. This is an extremely simple recipe. I have one that's a little more complicated on the website, the almond cake, but this particular one is just a straight up olive oil cake, and it's great. We love it, and it whips up pretty quickly. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to oil with your oil. Now we're using the Arbequina extra virgin olive oil, Testa's Pantry Arbequina. This is from Lleida, Spain. It's fruity and it lends itself really well to baking, so that's the one we're using. So you oil your pan, you put in some parchment so that it fits on the bottom. I can't dig it up right now, but lay a piece of parchment, oil that, and then flour the whole thing, so that's prepared. All right, so you can see, you probably can see a little bit of the parchment under there. It's a little bit dark colored, it's natural. So that's the first thing you do, and you're going to set your oven for 375 degrees. All right. Then, now it's going to get a little noisy here. We're going to take a cup and a half of sugar, and we're going to put that in the mixing bowl, and 3 room temperature eggs, and we're going to mix that along with the zest of 1 lemon. It's about a tablespoon. So we put that in there. We lock this baby up, and we put it on. It's going to be a little loud, so bear with me. But that has to blend for about 5 minutes. And then after it gets nice and thick and lemon colored, then I'm going to drizzle in the olive oil. So the olive oil, we have 1 cup of the Arbequina. It's really beautiful, and this is a fine extra virgin olive oil that you would be really happy putting on a salad or anything else that you happen to want to use extra virgin olive oil for. But like I said, it lends itself extremely well to this cake or to the almond cake that's on the website. So once this has thickened up, we'll let that thicken for another 30 seconds or so. We'll kind of rush things along because I don't want to keep you. We're going to drizzle this in very, very slowly. It looks pretty thick. I think we'll go. So we're drizzling that in. Drizzle means to go slowly so that it incorporates into the egg mixture. And it'll help emulsify and thicken rather than be too liquid. So while that's going, I've done this recipe before. It is courtesy of the New York Times cooking column. I love it. I have it saved. I have it starred. Because like I said, it's so easy to do. It takes no time at all. Alright, so that's in there. We're going to let that mix for a few minutes more. And then I'm going to scrape it down. You're supposed to keep the mixer running low when you add the other ingredients, but I like to slow it down and turn it off so that I can scrape everything down. So I'm going to do that now. Okay. So we're going to scrape that down, and it's, I don't know if you can see it, but that's kind of, let's see if I can bring that over. That's what it's going to look like, kind of thick and lemon colored. Alright, so we're going to put that in there, and inevitably you're going to have some lemon zest attached. So we're going to put this on slow now. And the next thing we're going to add in is 1 1/4 cups of room temperature milk. That's whole milk. I've never tried using a fat-free milk because I don't know what it would do, but everybody likes to try things a little bit differently. Okay. And then I'm going to 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. So you use the juice from the lemon that you zested, as long as you don't drip it all over like I'm doing. So there's one half. This is about 2 tablespoons. Okay, so there's your lemon juice. It's in there. Lemon juice gives it a great flavor. All right, now I have 2 cups of flour here. In that, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. I whisk that up so it's all mixed up nicely. And then I'm going to gradually add that to the liquid mixture. And I'll try not to get it all over the floor, because I generally do. Alright, so that's 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. There, that's all in there now. We'll let that mix just until blended, which is about now. And I didn't forget any of the ingredients, which is a miracle. So we're going to scrape off the blade here a little bit. I'm going to take that off so it doesn't drip all over the floor when I move the bowl. I'm going to just blend it just a tiny bit more with my spatula, making sure that all of the zest is incorporated evenly throughout the batter. Okay, we're going to put that into our prepared pan. And this is going to puff up a lot. Actually, it could be a little bit bigger, the pan, but that's okay. I used a larger one for the one that I'm going to show you that I baked. So then you sprinkle it with 2 tablespoons, of sugar. I'm using a natural granulated sugar. And then you're going to pop it in your oven and pray that it doesn't overflow. Actually, what I'm going to do is take a little bit of this out to be preemptively cautious, because I don't want that to go all over the oven. All right, we're going to put that in, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's baked. All right, this one here I baked earlier. I'm going to take it out of the pan right now. It's on a rack. See, I did use a larger pan, and I think that might be the trick to not having the batter go all over the place. All right. And I used a square pan, which is a little different, but I thought it would be fun. And see, it comes out so easily when you use the parchment paper. And then all you do is you peel the parchment off, and that's done. And we're going to let this baby cool for a little while longer. It is wonderful with ice cream. It's wonderful with whipped cream. It's wonderful with fruit. It is just nice to have, even as a breakfast cake. There it is. That's what it looks like. It's simple, easy, and your family will love it. Thank you very much, and have a good week. Whoops.